I really love the community aspect of Italian food, so today we're going to make focaccia bread. Now for this recipe you will need a couple different kinds of flour. Here we have 2 cups of bread flour, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We also have 3 tablespoons of active dry yeast dissolved in 2 cups of warm water. Also added a little bit of sugar in there just to activate it. 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar, at least 8 tablespoons of olive oil, 2.5 teaspoons of salt, a large bowl greased with olive oil, a baking mat to roll all the dough out, and then some sort of topping. Today I'm going to be using some garlic powder and some oregano to make some garlic bread. And then lastly, for equipment, you will need a large square pan to stretch the dough out on and bake it. And you will need an oven. Now right now I have it tuned to 350 degrees Fahrenheit just to warm it up, but when we're actually baking the bread it will be tuned to 445 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the moment we're going to start by mixing our dough together. We'll be using these ingredients here. Go ahead and leave the salt and olive oil and any of your toppings here at our prepping station, and we'll move over to the mixer. We'll begin by adding the yeast, flour, and the sugar together in our mixing bowl. And our sugar and our lovely yeast. Now with our dough all mixed together, we'll go back to our prep station. Now you may notice that our dough is still a little bit wet. That's why I've left some additional flour over here. We're going to work it on our baking mat until the dough starts to be elastic. So we'll grab another bowl and add a little bit of flour so that we can begin to work that in. Now, in addition to working in some flour, we're also going to be adding about 5 tablespoons of our olive oil, as well as our 2.5 tablespoons of salt. Once your dough has an elastic quality, so you can press it and it comes back up, we will set that aside in our greased bowl and cover it with some saran wrap. Place it in a warm place like on top of your oven and let it rest for about an hour or until it doubles in size. Now that our focaccia bread has doubled in size, we'll take the remainder of our olive oil and we're going to spread the dough on a baking sheet. Then we'll take our evenly spread dough, we'll cover it again with the saran wrap, place it back over the oven and let it double in size once more. Now that our focaccia bread has doubled in size, we'll bake this in the oven for 15 minutes. Also, don't forget to increase the temperature of your oven to 445 degrees Fahrenheit. Last of all, we'll dress the focaccia bread. Grab some butter and some garlic powder, some oregano. Even add a little bit of salt. And then we'll put that back in the oven for about 10 more minutes. And here we have the finished focaccia. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy your bread, and I will see you again next time.
Totally. Fantastic. Alright, well that was the character.
Cheers.
Nothing's quite the
Oh, there.
same. Just look around you. See all the hearts aflame. Suddenly, flowers turn their heads to catch the sunshine until their cheeks turn red. It was all stormy weather, then I got your letter and the moon broke over my head.
We'll see you next time.